Stay with us as we come back to you for our next discussion as well. Now we move on. US President Donald Trump has urged Europe to stop buying Russian oil and increase economic pressure on China to help end the war in Ukraine. President Trump has emphasized the need for Europe and allies to take stronger action against Russia and China. In response, China has firmly rejected these calls. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Go Jiakun has said Beijing strongly opposes efforts to drag China into this conflict and has condemned any attempts to impose economic pressure on the country. Now we go back to Glenn Grant. He's an ex-advisor to Defense Minister of Ukraine. Thank you, Glenn, for staying with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you think why is Trump dragging China, or it seems like as if he is pushing away the earlier call that he made that he will end the war, or to the responsibility to other countries including China here? What do you think of this?
It's this is very complex. I mean, his comment to that Europe has got to stop buying Russian oil. Well, you know, that he knows that that's not going to happen in terms of Hungary and Slovakia. They will keep doing it because they are, at the moment, their leadership is pro-Russian. And probably other countries as well that we don't know about necessarily buying much. But his action about Europeans pushing towards China, it seems almost the reverse of what he's saying, which is, you know, reinforce the strength of China supporting Russia by the West going against China. In other words, it's like he's creating a stronger axis against the West by his words than the reverse. Because of course, I mean, the Chinese comment, which was truly wonderful, which was, you know, we don't want to be dragged into this war, when they are the country that is actually providing Russia with much of the technological expertise in terms of things like chips and spare parts that they need to make their drones. So I hardly think that China's got a leg to stand on in this case. But it is a very strange comment to make, unless you believe that what he's trying to do is strengthen the axis against the West.
And also, is it fair for U.S. now to pressure other countries, China also, but including European nations, to change their economic relationships in order to influence the outcome that Trump wants?
That is a wonderful question. Thank you very much for it, because it opens up a whole bag of economic questions. I mean, do we think it's fair? Well, come on. Trump has been throwing tariffs around all over the place against China, against everybody, and actually causing massive disruption across the global markets with what he's doing. So you could say it's not fair for him to do anything at the moment because he's in the wrong in the way that he's been acting economically with other countries. And you know, at what stage do we reach when people start saying go away because we're sick of what you're doing? I think we're getting close to that. You know, the president of Portugal actually making a point that Trump was working for Russia. I wonder how many other countries are going to start making the same points and actually start ignoring America in what they're doing. Dangerous times we're in.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Glenn, for always joining us and sharing your insight.
Not at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we move on.